Hello everyone, I'm Chen. Today I'm going to talk about heavy metal monitoring in sea turtles using X. And purpose. Because it's difficult to know the heavy metal concentration in a live species without killing them. So we want to develop a non-killing method to monitor heavy metal concentrations. And we focus on sea turtles. And why we choose sea turtles? Because they have long lifespan and high traffic level in marine fluctuate, and is endangered because it's very difficult to catch them. So we choose them. Yeah. And our samples, and we get 7 loggerhead turtles. And we dissect lead into muscles, liver, kidney, and eggs. And we get 3 green turtles' eggs. And we separate their eggs into eggshell, albumen, and yolk. And now we start to analyze the heavy metal in turtles' muscle, liver, kidney, eggs, and we analyze the concentration of iron, magnesium, zinc, copper, lead, nickel, cobalt, cadmium, and mercury. And the precision of methods are larger than 95%. And first method, we put the tissues into a mixture of acids and dilute to a non-vacuum solution and put it in the machine. And this is for iron, magnesium, and zinc. And for copper and lead, nickel, cobalt, and cadmium. Before we put them in the machine, we add a MIBK-DDTC treatment. because they are easier to interpret, so we add this treatment. Okay, and for mercury, we put it into other machine and result in discussion. And let's see a heavy metal concentration in tissues of loggerhead turtles. And in this table, we can see that concentration of iron, magnesium, copper, and mercury in liver are the highest, and nickel and cadmium in the kidney are the highest, and concentration of zinc in 3 tissues are the same, and we can detect the leak. Okay, and next we comparison of heavy metal concentration in eggs. And this table, we separate eggs into yolk, shell, and albumen, and there are their means and there are their coefficient of variation. Yeah. And means we can know that concentration of iron, magnesium, zinc, collier, and mercury were highest in the yolk, and copper concentration were highest in the shell, and cadmium was detected only in the yolk. And look the coefficient of variation. The essential elements like iron, zinc, and copper are lower than non-essential elements because essential elements were important for successful embryonic development. So every eggs were not selected height. Yeah. And percentage composition of heavy metals in shell, embryo, and yolk of eggs of loggerhead turtle. And see this picture, we can see that almost every heavy metal are in the yolk. And we can say that yolk is the most important part for extend heavy metals. And now we compare the intra-clutch effect on heavy metal concentration. This means one mother and her eggs, the eggs from one mother. And we can, x-axis is distance of crowd cut, and y-axis is heavy metal concentration. And we can see that iron, manganese, zinc, and copper and didn't flux obviously. So we can say that concentration was not influenced by egg laying order, but why cadmium and Hg varied obviously because concentration of cadmium and mercury were close to detection limits, so their error were larger than others. Now let's see compare the intercrust effect on heavy metal concentration. And this means the eggs from different mothers. Yeah. And we can see x-axis is clutch number and y-axis is concentration, heavy metal concentration. And every line means same mother. Yeah. And let's see the y-axis. We can see that the concentration in the heavy metal concentration in eggs from mothers are different. And heavy metal excretion via is this. And now we see the heavy metal excretion via X. And heavy metal excretion rate is heavy metal burdens in all of a ductal X and divided by heavy metal burdens in whole body and times 100%. And this is heavy metal excretion rate. And we can see that they are almost lower than 3%, even lower than 1%. So we can say that egg laying is not major root of heavy metal excretion in sea turtles. And now we see non-kill monitoring using eggs. And because we say the yolk is most cut in this study, so we use tissues divided by yolk, and now we see whole body divided by yolk. We can see that the essential element means is lower than non-essential element because the essential metal will transfer from mother to eggs, and the non-essential elements will limit to be transferred from mother to egg. And now we see the coefficient of variation. And if this number and the number of these were lower, it means it's good for estimation. Yeah. Alright, conclusion. Non-killing monitoring would be desirable in wildlife protection. And heavy metal concentration were uniform with and between clutch of loggerhead turtles. And estimate the heavy metal concentrations between egg and female turtle. This is our purpose of loggerhead turtle by collect egg readily is possible. And use eggs which fall to develop. It means the egg was dead. And we pick them to monitor the heavy metal concentration. Instead, catch a live species. Right, thank you.
All right. 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Right. Win. Forgot. Jackie. Vanessa. Jane.
Here.
All right.
In the introduction, you mentioned that there is a male turtle is dead. What is that mean? You mean the one male and then the
Oh.
is dead?
What's your question?
What's the mistake? And this is because 7 loggerhead turtles was caught in fishing net, so they dead. So we dissected them, but 3 green turtles we pick them and we pick their eggs, not killing them. Yeah.
Next will be forgot.
Are there other any animal can find in the turtle egg?
Sorry.
Are there other animal can find in egg but turtle egg? Like other animal you didn't mention.
What's his question?
Sorry, I don't.
Once again.
I can't.
Are there other animal can find in egg but turtle egg?
Head or head not.
Egg.
Cannot be found in egg or can be found in egg. What's his question?
Question is, are there any heavy metal? And not in eggs, but in there is citrus spiders. And this canyon because I this because this show the leaf and is can detect but see this canyon is only in the kidney but is almost not in eggs. Yeah.
Okay. Next, Jackie.
The research is focused on the egg or
We want to find a method to use eggs instead of catch sea turtles because it's very difficult to catch them.
but I want to know if the heavy metal will influence the turtle itself. But just
What's his question?
You mean is
if the heavy metal let the turtle didn't lay the egg.
Oh, so this paper and just for can lay eggs. Female sea turtle and yeah, only for men.
Vanessa.
And known as Ogasawara Island is near Japan. Yeah. Also, this experience is all doing in Japan.
Yeah. This is Japan's paper, so it's near Japan. Thanks. Yeah.
Is that your question?
And I want to ask that the result is only fit in the Pacific or can using the other ocean. This experience result can use in the other ocean, like Atlantic or Indian.
Oh yeah, it is for sea turtles. Thank you. and sea turtles swim everywhere. So I catch them. That means they live here. Just lay eggs in here. Egg here. Jin.
The slide you introduced green turtle, green sea turtle.
Sorry.
In the slides you introduced the green sea turtle.
Okay.
What do you call in the water of Ogasawara Islands? Is eggs or the turtle itself?
Oh, you mean how they call it?
I said what they caught in the water. Because I guess they don't lay eggs in the water, right? Egg.
Because the scientist is here, or and observe the sea turtle lay. So they can know the crouch number. So and know which turtles lay. Okay.
Okay. I mean, do this kind of turtle lay eggs underwater?
No.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
One, two, question.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Sorry. Okay. So,
Do you know what the research time and how long, and why this you think the data is true?
So sorry.
what's your question?
One more time.
Clear.
How long the research time,
How long?
and why the data is true?
They just do this time.
For example, have 1 year or 10 years.
How long? How long? Explain to her, not me, okay? But you say you don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
So what's next? Harry.
You said sea turtle are long lifespan,
Yeah.
and those heavy metal will accumulate more and more. So will the age of turtle influence the heavy metal concentration in eggs?
It is possible. So if we really pick a turtle egg, we just estimate per mother. Yeah, not all sea turtles. Yeah.
Okay, move on. What's next?
A sea turtle can lay a lot of eggs. So all of the eggs they are heavy metal are same or different?
Oh. You mean the every X concentration of heavy metal are the same? Yeah. And yes, this is yes, and I don't put the data on this PPT. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Okay, my turn. You have to say. Okay, so I think you will find this talk as funny. Okay. But first of all, it has a very clear. It's like right at the beginning, she tells you what the purpose is. But this is because it's a relatively easy topic. Not every study or not every paper can be presented in this way. But because everybody knows sea turtles, so here she can just do this. Okay, tell you what's the purpose of this study. So it's a very clear goal. And I also like that her font is really large, so it's good for age person like me. Okay. And you can see that she also very often remade her table like this one and this one. And also, when necessary, she highlighted the key number. But again, you can also say a little bit about the number, the key numbers, okay, when presenting the data. Like the most important number in this table is probably this one, maybe, okay, 11,000, something like that. Okay. And the pronunciation of the multiple elements are generally correct, which is good. And in most of her slides, she has a clear concluding remark, like this one would be good enough. However, one weakness of this presentation is, where's the conclusion? Here? Okay. This is too general. Okay, so as I mentioned many times, your conclusion has to be very specific. In my opinion, these are more like the application of the finding. So, 未来的应用, okay? But that would be something like an outlook, okay? But before presenting outlook, you should give us a conclusion. What's the main finding? For example, yolk is the main part in egg that concentrate heavy metal, something like that. Okay. And there are several numbers because you have enough time to present your data, and you even presented some statistical terms like a CV. I have the impression that not everybody in this class have a clear understanding of statistics. Therefore, next time it will be great because at some point you say something related to CV, right? You should tell the audience what a higher CV means and what a lower CV means. Okay. And another thing is, at some point you also have this value. Whole body over yolk. It's a ratio. And you went through this ratio very quickly. So probably it would be great to stop for a while and tell us what a higher value would mean and what a value. Maybe you can say higher than 1 or lower than 1. What would that mean? Okay. And which one would indicate that yolk would be a good indicator for that trace metal. And there are some terms that it would be great to explain next time. I'm sure not everybody know what is albumen, right? What is albumen, Angelica? Albumen. Yolk, albumen.
Oh,
Okay. So you should explain next time. You can say it's egg white. Okay. And some pronunciation problem like fluctuate, develop. Okay, something to correct next time. But overall, I think it's a very enjoyable talk. So let's thank Chen.